Welcome to Planit Butter, my world, where I hopefully inspire you to build yours by being Intucentric, an immersive experience. Every episode is designed to provoke consciousness through entertaining perspectives and applied Intucentric philosophy, while recorded in a variety of intergalactic locations. As I embody my Intucentric way, you reflect on yours, and together we visit other worlds for occasional guest episodes and learn something cool. I'm Jordan Alexandra Blizzard Planet. This is from my planet to yours. Less of a podcast, more of a variety show, and a very funny approach to a documentary series. Thanks for joining me in episode 125 in Bali, Indonesia, where we are going to explore and discover together. Yes, explore and discover together. This new concept, the fall forward plan. I'm sure you've heard of the fall back plan, but on Planit Butter, when we're Intucentric, we don't fall back, we fall forward. Step in, step up, fall forward. Welcome to your unknown. Welcome to my unknown. Technically, we're always in the unknown, but we are constantly, when we are Intucentric, we are consciously contributing to the trajectory of our ideal evolution. So, what is the fall forward plan, guys? You have any ideas? Obviously, we have to be Intucentric. That's pretty much it. But this concept of fall forward plan landed in this little brain of mine. And at first I was like, maybe an article. And then just now I'm in the middle of Butterfly. I'm in the middle of editing the Intucentric video book, very excitedly. And it pops in again, fall forward plan and podcast. So I was like, damn, we got to do a podcast on this. Great, let's do it. Our favorite. But I don't know what it is, guys. It feels like perhaps a dimension of the documentary part of this show. My fall forward, right? Jordan is falling forward. What does that mean? Where is she at? What is she talking about? Here's the latest. So she's so bold, but she, yeah, she's really wild. So we're in Bali. We've done so much incredible movement of energetic mountains, as I like to call it. I haven't shared that publicly, I don't think. But I refer to a lot of my work that I've moved energetic mountains because I just feel it as I go through the motions of whatever I'm being called to do in service to the collective through myself, my Intucentric way. Yeah. So we've been moving a lot. We did a photo shoot for Intucentric. We did a video book / audio book for Intucentric. And we've also since updated a lot of the branding art thanks to some of these little components and projects. Those are the mountains of energy that we've moved because it's the new evolutions of Planit Butter in its embodied form, which means I've already embodied it in my Jordan ways. So now that Planit Butter can fully express it, it becomes that much more locked in. So that's where we fall forward. And I don't know where we're falling to or toward, but we are for sure falling. What's the boldness? So the boldness is, well, I'll tell you the boldness just to set it up bluntly at the top, and then we're gonna go down a little bit of Planit Butter memory lane. So I have such little tangible cash in my bank account at the moment because I've fully invested everything in Planit Butter. And damn, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. Wow. You guys are crazy. All right. Trust. Okay. Wow. Fucking hell. Come on, chickie. Okay. Fall forward. I'm literally nursing myself through this episode on the spot. Documentary. So the blunt take of where we're at right now. Jordan has effectively, this leaf just pet me. I feel like it was a little emotional support from the universe. Okay. Thank you, Uni. Jordan has recently pulled the plug on Planit Butter's financial sponsor. The sponsor has been a supporter of Planit Butter for the last about 8 months. Now we're going to go down a little bit of memory lane. At that time, when the financial sponsor entered the picture, you guys were there, definitely some of you. We were in Spain, ready to sleep on this beautiful park bench because I ran myself so fucking dry in the earliest stages of writing Intucentric and in my world travels and having relentlessly committed every lucky penny of my own everything into Planit Butter. And I have done another episode about this at that time. And there was something about the vulnerability of it that I love to share. And the beauty at that time that I now can really appreciate is I was equal parts, I guess I intellectualized my pride in investing everything towards Planit Butter, but there were layers of me that actually felt ashamed for Planit Butter not having made any money yet. And it's so wild because poor little Jay, feeling ashamed for doing the boldest, baddest thing that a human can really do. Of course, there's not a ton of money up front in your building of an empire, right, guys? And that dance between my intellectualizing of being very proud of what I was building and what I've done up until that point outside of Planit Butter and the confidence in myself in general, I still had that layer of shame, asking for a little sunlight to bring life to share. That would make a lot more sense if you guys read the book Intucentric. We perspective dance shadows to sunlight. So anyway, fast forward, financially, basically in the same position, nearly a year later. However, the progress, and this is beautiful because this is the whole point of Planit Butter, is an individual's timeline. So, and what society so frequently, oh man, attributes success to, it's like, I have accomplished so much more than so many people. And for the sake of comparison, for relativity, for comprehension, for the non-conventionality that is Planit Butter, for embracing what potential you could embody in your Intucentric way. Yeah, guys? So it's pretty wild that despite, well, it's weird because the financial component, it's like we got the backer, right? That was a fucking blessing because I was able to keep doing what I needed to do for Planit Butter and did. And then I reached a point where that financial backer became no longer feasible. The energetics of the relationship and the conversations surrounding the relationship were no longer productive for Planit Butter's growth. So we pulled the plug. We trust and we pull the plug. So technically speaking, it's as if we're in the same position, but this is also part of another concept of the upward spiral. So we kind of end up in similar places, faces, situations, what have you, but we have been committed to our Intucentric way, so we show up differently. And the only reason we're even in the upward spiral is because we've made progress, right? So growth does not reflect finances, right, guys? However, it can reflect finances, and it will. Like, Planit Butter is going to make so much money, stupid amounts of money. That's clear. The timing is not mine to decide. It's mine to be willing to meet, to create the infrastructure and the streams as I have and the skills as I have for literally infinite money to flood the streams. The streams are flooding, right? So it's just pretty wild to have pulled this plug because I'm in Bali. I make whatever little money I make from Planit Butter as it currently stands. The books, the Substack, the Instagram subbies. Hi, guys. The art, the licensing and partnerships available for the Planit Butter Nutter, my voice acting skills. Shout out to my agent, Kevin. All of the other avenues that are available because of my investment on myself. You see, guys? And podcast sponsorships are also available. All of these freaking things. There's so many. And it's because I've been willing to build that. So it's timeless. It's inevitable. It's exciting, thrilling. This is my unknown. This is me falling forward. I have no fucking idea what's going on next. But guess what? Guess what? Rick Rubin has the book. The book has been republished without Rick Rubin's call-in because Rick Rubin has the book. We've got 5 different forms of the book. 5 forms. I don't think a single other author on this planet has the same book in 5 forms. Ebook, paperback, hardcover, audiobook, video book. Like, come on, guys. She's a beast. I say this because this is my leading of the potential of a new breed of human potential. The investment is in the potential and the trust. And that's kind of all I've got. So I'm falling forward. Oh, the other thing is, in recording the video book and all these things in the photo shoot, blah, 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 I've met so many incredible people as well who also have been handed my business cards, right? So I'm like, I am floating in wild circles of really incredible people, and I've been reached out to by other incredible people. So it's like the progress of Planit Butter, the growth of Planit Butter has not yet been financially reflected. However, the progress is still there. And trusting and knowing that the progress is there and that it's because I have fully committed to my Intucentric way and I continue to share it and hopefully inspire you to do the same. This is how we build a better society together, because in my non-conventional ways, hopefully you'll believe in your non-conventional ways, because I fundamentally believe that everybody is non-conventional, and the conventional nature of society is what it's so weird, because it's like everybody is non-conventional, but the only reason they're non-conventional is because most people participate in the conventional way of being. But if everybody didn't participate in that conventional way of being, then we wouldn't be non-conventional. We would just be Intucentric. That feels clean. I actually think I want to stop there. And perhaps we sign off with a little, I'll give you guys a little read from the latest Planit Butter Substack article, planitbutter.substack.com. Weekly, we have articles and audio. Well, I call them love notes. We have love notes and audio articles, which I suppose should really be called audio love notes. This one is titled, Trust is an Extreme Support. Sport. Okay. When I first drafted this in my journal, I subconsciously wrote, trust is my extreme support, when I intended to write sport. Yet, it is support. When we don't have more to give directly to a context, we trust and give ourselves elsewhere. On Planit Butter, personal responsibility is defined as the willingness to do more, do less, and pivot what we can control. Ourselves. We are in control of ourselves. When we give ourselves elsewhere, we are taking responsibility elsewhere. The pivot, the do less. It's a dance. Took responsibility over here? Nice. Go there. All set? Cool. Time to look at this little baby quietly over here. That's the sporty bit. The degree of willingness to invest in trust. The capacity you're willing to create within yourself to hold trust. The ability to receive your return on investment. It may sound like a lot, but being human is a lot. The more involved we get with our humanness, the more we advance our experience to a more ideal one. Intucentric. From my planet to yours. Jordan. So, we fall forward. We trust. We boogie. In boogie. We trust. That was a fun, chaotic little bit. I appreciate this leaf showing up. What a cameo. See you guys Thursday. From my planet to yours. Have a beautiful day.